That's why like selling cop cars has been great for me. I don't give a fuck what lights you put on the goddamn thing. Just buy your car from me.
Yeah,
That's pretty much me too. It's like I
You
can
know?
give a fuck what the fuck I'm building. I just want to fucking do as much as I can within the time I'm here. Let me fucking work, bro.
Let me cut the wood. That's it. But shit, we've bantered, we have warmed ourselves up, and now it's time to dive into a podcast and cool ourselves down because I got some refreshing beverages I definitely want to talk to you guys about. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Shedtime podcast, and we about to get sheddy in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Shedtime. What is Shedtime, you ask? Well, it's code for the consumption of cannabis, but it's much more than that. Shedtime's a state of mind. It's art, it's music, it's cryptocurrency, technology, it's food, it's vaping. It can be whatever you want it to be, as long as you're not letting the bastards get you down, not being a dick, and making it fun. When you're in the shed, it's whatever your mind allows you to create. So now let's get to the Shedtime podcast.
I drank. Oh.
And the air horns cut off Uncle Chris, which means it's gonna be a banger.
That's actually very true. It's pretty accurate.
Chris is fired up.
I was actually gonna show off a bottle, but I don't have it down here. I forgot I drank it upstairs. It was that raspberry lemonade ginger ale.
Oh, tell me, what'd you think?
Dude, the flavor on it's fucking banging. I like it.
You told us about that the other day, and I was like, that sounds incredible, and I've never seen such a thing.
Yeah, dude. So like, here's the deal, right? Because I've never had it at a quote unquote fresh bottle. I bought it from like one of those like discounter places that sells like over like our almost out of date stock. And so I bought it there, and it says that it's best before September of 25. So like it's the
just missed
second week of October. So like it's kind of light on the bubbles, like it's not that carbonated, and so I can't tell if it's that way.
I'll tell you what, bro,
or if it is like just on its way out.
Dude,
I don't know.
I'll tell you this, bro. Carbonation has a big part of the flavor of a drink.
Absolutely. But see, because this lemonade, James, I'm wondering, like, is this supposed to be like a sparkling lemonade?
I'm thinking what you're thinking, Chris, because I'm wondering the same thing, only because I've had some soda lemonade type things where it was like they added actual lemonade to the soda flavor.
To the pop already.
Yeah, it like just cut back on the carbonation a tiny bit because of it. So
like, remember how there used to be like, there was like, you could do ginger ale and orange juice, and that was like a kid's fucking champagne.
No, now that you're thinking about it, bro, one of my favorite drinks to get is a lemon up from In-N-Out.
Yeah, which was
7-Up lemonade, right? Yeah,
and it does. I get what you guys are saying.
So it like cuts the bubbles in half, but they're still present.
It's not nearly as effervescent as like a Sprite or a that sort of thing. It's like or just a standard ginger ale, because those are usually
they're pretty spiced up.
Yeah.
But anyways,
so
the flavor
that could be a thing.
The flavor.
You brought that up though, because I'm trying a lemonade right now. It's a sparkling lemonade. It's a sparkling strawberry lemonade from this company Pine Star. And we've talked about these guys before, because I've had this one on the show before, the cinnamon cider, a couple of years back, maybe a year ago.
The THC ones.
Yeah. So this is the infused sparkling strawberry lemonade these guys made.
That sounds like it would be delicious.
It's pretty goddamn solid. I want more strawberry and I want more lemonade flavor. Like, it's a good
flavor. I feel like whenever it comes to like, at least from my experience, I've only had a few like THC drinks. I feel like they always kind of end up getting the flavors kind of get slightly taken over or like undertoned by like whatever situation. That and seltzers, bro. I always feel seltzers kind of gave me like
seltzers definitely. I never feel like have a good
there's no
flavor.
Sugar in seltzers, is there? That's
no. In the seltzers there are none. This on the other hand,
that's more of like a sparkling. So like,
this is technically a soda. Let's be honest with ourselves here. We're looking at literally 36 grams of sugar in this.
Okay, so yeah, that is basically.
But the actual ingredients are water, cane sugar, lemon juice concentrate, strawberry juice concentrate, natural flavor, blueberry juice concentrate, potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate to preserve freshness, sucralose, and then cannabis oil. Apparently, they're using ethanol extracted cannabis oil, and this particular can is coming in at 5.37 milligrams. So, for someone like myself, this is just like an enhancer.
That shouldn't be too much of a flavor difference either.
I feel like I'd have to drink at least like 5 of those to like really feel it.
Oh, I
to like be like, oh, damn, I'm actually sort of touched right now.
Just touching on those, I don't know if I talked about this last week on the podcast, but I did end up drinking this thing. It was 100 milligrams for the whole can, and like I didn't just like pound it, you know what I mean? I sat here and I sipped it, and like I would like a normal soda. So like over like, I don't know, like a 20-30 minute period. And definitely didn't feel anything for like a good hour or so. But then all of a sudden, dude, I was just sitting here and my body was the most chill it's been in a long time. And like I didn't feel like ripped, but you know how like I almost feel like there's that slight level of stone where you kind of feel almost like gravity pulling you down a little.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The just couch rock, as people would call it.
Yeah, but not even necessarily like not that heavy, but I just slightly felt heavier.
I like that you grabbed your face because I think that
well, yeah, because I feel like my face, because that's where I notice it. When I notice it, because like my body, I don't really realize it as much, but as soon as I feel my face, just kind of like feel like it's just like, slightly heavy, like my cheeks
like
are
heavily relaxed.
Yeah, just like it's just I got to like that level, bro, and I was just chilling there for like a cool, I don't know, maybe like another hour. I was like, hey, that wasn't too bad.
That's like went for a walk, you'd be like, yo, all right, I'm fucking like if I had 2 of those, bro,
I would be feeling pretty good, I think.
I mean, I know we talked about it privately, and I don't think we actually mentioned it on the show, but like I had my first experience not too long back where I actually recognized the edibles working. And it was when we went to that destruction derby, and we went to the fair for all that. And my wife and I figuring, all right, we're going to be at this big ass fair. There's no way in hell we can continuously get stoned the way we would want to. So what we ended up doing is grabbing like a little disposable vape, and we each got a bag of edibles. We ate 50 milligrams of these rosin infused edibles, so we made sure we're getting full spectrum, and hung out with our friend at the fair. And I would say about an hour and a half, maybe tops, we grabbed some food, and I suddenly noticed, I was like, oh damn. Like you're saying, I felt like I said, when you grabbed your face, you kind of notice it in your face. I felt it. Like I almost felt like I was aware of the weight of my relaxed muscles in my face. And I was like, I think it's actually working. And obviously it's not, it's never been the high in my head like I get from hitting the grass or taking a dab.
Yeah.
It's always been in my body, but I actually was able to notice it. And my wife noticed it to the point too that she even mentioned to me that like at one point she's like, no, I can't sit because if I sit down, I'm screwed. I'm not getting back up for a while. Like she knew when she stopped staying in motion, it was over.
And I feel like that's always part of my problem too, is because usually the only time I ever really indulge in edibles is if I'm out and trying and doing things. So I'm like moving around and that sort of thing. So I feel like maybe that's partially why I don't feel like I notice it as much, because I'm moving. I'm never sitting still long enough to actually feel that like weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because edibles that for me they do come on gradually. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody, they kind of just come on gradually, and then at a certain point you're just like, oh yeah. Okay.
Well, and I think what you and I are also starting to realize is that we've never been the type that the simple distillate edibles that are out there and very prevalent in the market are effective for us. we're craving a full spectrum experience. We need the rest of that plant's entire profile to do what it's supposed to do.
You know what
for
I
us to
feel
be
like
like,
it,
yes.
You know what I feel like it probably is too, Sean? Because I was just thinking about this, just because like I was talking to you guys about this before the podcast. I'm tapering off on my cannabis consumption. Like I haven't taken any dabs for like 3 days at least. And I've just been, ripping some bags. But dude, I feel like it's partially because I fucking do so much, THC at one time,
go hard in the
through my
paint.
dabs, and I go so hard that I would probably have to eat a bunch to notice that feeling, because we do go so hard in the fucking paint, dude, or at least I do. You know what I mean?
I think the thing too is that it's
And
that
I've
you're
been
not
doing it
noticing
for
the
so
subtlety.
long.
Like
Exactly.
that's the ultimate change. Like if you're 10 dabs deep into your day and you've eaten some edibles, yeah, like the subtlety of the edibles after you've already had 7 or 8 dabs is going to be lost on you for sure. For sure. I found what was interesting was recognizing when the edibles wore off. So that was the thing that really stood out to me was right before the Derby. Like we were in the stands, we were cold chilling. And at this point we had been at the fair for a good solid 6-7 hours. So like, I was definitely aware that I was reaching the end of what the time frame should be. And like everything was gravy. I'm high as shit still. I'm hanging out. And all of a sudden it was like a light switch for me. Like, matter of fact, I remember the light switch, oddly enough, it was when they actually turned the lights on in the stands where we were sitting. And I suddenly looked around and was like, whoa.
He like snapped
edibles,
out of it.
Yeah, it was like, whoa. The edibles are done now. I'm just the high from the vape. I'm no longer on the edible ride. It's literally just this little rosin vape I'm hitting now. And I was like, that's crazy. Like it kind of blew my mind. And since then, I have been dabbling more. And honestly, one of my favorite new things I've picked up was these. They're rosin chocolate bites from this company that has actually won a handful of awards in the state for their product. And I can see why. I mean, these are testing at 5.41 milligram percent per 5.41 milligrams per serving. So we're getting 108 milligrams in the whole package, which this is literally pushing the very limit of what you're allowed to get away with in the state. So obviously people like that. It's a cold press rosin solventless extraction that they're using. Like it does what it's supposed to. And I know James wouldn't like this one particularly. This is more maybe a U speed, Chris. This is a salted caramel pretzel. Or no, I'm sorry, not salted caramel, salted pretzel dark chocolate. The caramel one was the other one I thought about. I have to get that one next.
Okay. I would try that. I mean, definitely would try that.
Dark chocolate, some
give me like 3-4 of them.
Yeah, like well, that's the thing, right? Is like when I eat these, I'm eating them 2 at a time, and I'm eating like at least 30 milligrams when I do. But like, yeah like
give me that like at like noon, and then let's go chill and do something in the afternoon.
I'd be like you got some nice, rocky, flaky salt there on the back of your nice dark chocolate, well infused with your standard warning that this is containing THC.
Because like a little kid's gonna look at that and be like, "Oh man, no, there's a warning on here. I can't eat this chocolate."
Well, I agree. That being said, it is the law. I also tried their gummies.
It is law,
which is not bad. This is another one where like I really wish the flavor was more prevalent. It's very, very light flavor. It's supposed to be strawberry guava, and like there's a strawberry guava flavor. I just want more. But on these guys, dude, like these ones are low sugar at a gram a piece of sugar, like not too bad at all. And these are pretty solid. They get the job done. Same thing, rosin infused. And tell you what, handful of those, handful of chocolates, get yourself up into the like 65 milligram range.
Yeah, dude, have a drink or two. Like,
you know? Yeah,
have
exactly.
an infused drink or two, you're fucking good.
All of a sudden you're like, oh man, kind of feel like ordering some Chinese food and watching some Star Wars, you know?
Yeah, dude. Oh man, speaking of watching, so okay, this week I went to the dentist, right? Actually, it was yesterday. I went to the dentist and fucking it's like this newer dentist. It's like different than like the one that I grew up in for sure. The one I grew up in was like very sterile looking environment. Everything was like blue and gray. And like it was like in this like upstairs, like down in Toronto. So it's like just like on the street, whatever. This one, dude, I was lying in the chair watching Ace Ventura 2, Pet, like the fucking one where it's like the guano one, you know, like it goes to Africa. Yeah. Dude, I was doing that like when my teeth were getting clean and shit. And like at points, like she'd take the, you know, the tool out of my mouth or whatever. And I would be like laughing. I couldn't help it. I was reading the subtitles, not even listening to it. And dude, like reading some of the shit describing what Jim Carrey was doing. And you guys, if anyone that's seen that movie, like he goes like wild in Ace Ventura movies. But the second one, I found it to be like even more wild.
Please tell me you got to read the subtitles for him being... ass. Yeah, the rhino's ass.
Dude, I did. That part was on there. All like, dude, there's a number of shit, and I'm just reading it, and it's like I could imagine all the things happening because I've seen it a number of times, but like just seeing like Chicago and like all these different things would be like, you know what I mean? I was fucking dying in the dentist chair. And like the hygienist was like, she's like, it's been so long since I watched these. I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't think I've watched them since the 90s. And she's like, I'm gonna have to show my kids these.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. In my head, I was like, yeah, hopefully they don't see like Finkel is Einhorn, Einhorn is Finkel.
There are some classics from back then, dude, that like so underappreciated by today's young generations. Like I work with this kid, he's like 26 years old, and it blows my mind that like there are so many great comedy movies that this kid has just no clue about. And I'm like, even movies I don't even like that are like quintessential comedy movies for like,
dude, there's so many fucking good ones from like the 90s though, bro. Like,
dude, if you haven't seen something about Mary and you're a 26-year-old, like you haven't lived, man.
Right? Like I'm saying,
fucking Tommy Boy, bro.
Yes, just the original Dumb and Dumber.
You know, I'm just trying to like think of like fucking gems from back then that are just like fucking go. Like
The Mask.
The Mask, yeah, The Mask. Was solid,
I could do with never seeing it again, but I definitely watched it.
When I saw it when I was a kid, bro, I watched that shit so much, dude.
I could watch it again because it's probably been since the late 90s.
No, I'm blanking, bro.
Yeah, dude, I definitely haven't seen it since
Animal House.
Oh yeah, that's like an old movie though.
Yeah,
I mean that's an old movie for me.
Like, I'm just saying, like that's just like one of those ones that like
kids
nowadays would never even know about.
This kid would never know Animal House. Absolutely, you're right. The Naked Gun movies.
Yeah, the OGs.
Like
the Mr. Beans.
I brought that shit up when we went and saw it, and he was like, sounds like some old people shit. I'm like, well, actually, it's a brand new movie. It's in the movie theater like right now, you clown. But that's besides the point. I love this kid. He's one of those like, you ever see those TikToks of that kid fucking Ricky? It's like a work of a bunch of like construction dudes, and there's this one smart ass kid that the dude plays named Ricky. Always got the big wide mouth. This is a character somebody plays on the TikToks and you know all those other platforms these days. I think the guy's name is like John Michael something, but this is a character he plays. And my God, that is the embodiment of this kid I work with. He just loves to talk shit and fuck with people. That's his love language. Like if he don't like you, he'll keep it strictly business. Otherwise, it is just nonstop shit talk. So like I'm 38 years old and I hear, "What's up, Grandpa?" I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, "Bud, your coworker John is in his 40s. He's older than me, you chuckle fuck." like, if I'm Grandpa, what's he? And he's like, "He's John." I'm like, "Fuck you." Like that's the game. Like he just wants to see, like, can he get you to that point where you're like, you know what, dude, just fuck you. I keep telling him I'm gonna get one of those tally sheets, like the how many days since our last accident, but it's gonna be how many days since Christian said fuck you. Like, did we get him so bad that was his only response? Oh, it's only been a day. You lost that one. But like, I give the kid credit, right? My boss was originally from Louisiana. So what did this kid do on my boss's last day? He brought in an Alabama Roll Tide flag and hung it up just to mess with him. Like, love you, bud. And then I helped him with this one. As he was going out the door, we snuck the Alabama flag into his truck, so he would take the Alabama flag home with him. Like, there you go, Christian. I'll help you with this one. I will happily be your lookout. Make sure that you can get this snuck in the truck as one last gotcha. like the banter, like this dude, because the youngin is from a town called Rockland. Our boss went. He's so proud of the town that our boss went and he found an AI image generator and had a picture made of, I think it was like George Washington holding up 2 rocks in his hand, and it said, "We had rocks." Just hung it in the shop just to mess with him. Like, it's the kind of goofy shit we did. And I love it. It makes me happy, and I look forward to more ways of messing with this kid, because it's always entertaining to like make a reference to one of these classic gems from just our lives of history. And
you know what this conversation reminds me of? Yeah, have you been watching Bob the Sports recently, Chris?
No.
What did you see when they at least brought like the new guy Jetson in? Like the young camera.
Yeah, he's like a younger guy.
Yeah. Like lately, bro, they've just been giving him so much shit because he just doesn't know like references to anything that they're talking about. Because obviously he's so much younger than they are.
Yeah, he's a lot younger. Yeah.
And it's just so funny, bro, because they just razz him all the time, and like it kind of surprises me with some of the references he doesn't know. But then also I forget that I'm closer. I think I'm older than Bob.
You'd be really close to the same age, if not.
Yeah. I think I might be a year or two older than Bob. But anyway, it's just like that's exactly what we're talking about. It's like he just doesn't get the references because he's just not from the era.
Yeah, it's like I look at him like, dude, there's this piece of me like that almost goes like, your parents failed you. How did you not get a chance to see these classic? Like when I was working at Jiffy Lube, I worked with this young kid, and like he had never seen the movie Beetlejuice, and I was like, I didn't know that was an option. Like I had never in my life met a person that had not seen the movie Beetlejuice.
Dude, it's been a long fucking time since I've seen it.
Dude, I would not be surprised if Liz has never watched Beetlejuice.
That would blow my mind. Still, especially.
I'm gonna text her right now.
Yeah, like we gotta, like, inquiring minds want to know now. Have you seen this movie?
Just call her and be like, "Hey, you're on the podcast." So,
like, and that's the thing. I get, like, I'm not saying like it is a monument of cinematic greatness, but like it's a classic movie. Like I said, I had never met a single person until that day who had never seen the movie.
I am one of those guys, bro, that hasn't seen some things, but I've also seen a lot of other things too. So I guess it's kind of what you're brought up on and like who's showing you movies is kind of where your knowledge may lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it's like the same thing. It's like if you grow up and you have a sibling that's like 5, 6 years older than you, like you know shit that like none of your friends really know because like you might be friends with a bunch of people that are like the oldest or whatever.
Like, dude, I watched Highlander like when I was in like elementary school, and just because my brother Jason watched it.
I remember Highlander.
There can only be one, dude.
That's right.
Wait,
yep.
Oh, love it. Something. Look, that can't see what it's.
Okay, camera doesn't want to focus, but we saw.
I don't know.
It says, "Yep, love it. I love the cartoon as well." So I was wrong.
Yeah.
Can I just say this real quick too? Because this is also a quick shout out to Sammy Nitro. I just love when you try to just show us things instead of just like reading it to us before.
I give up way faster than
because your autofocus has never been on your side, bro.
No, like I mean, watch right now. It'll probably happen like right away.
No.
Still no.
Nope. I think it has to do with the brightness, dude.
It's entirely a brightness thing because even my autofocus on a real camera, if there's not enough light on me and the exposure is not right, it's like we can't figure this shit out.
Like I can slightly make out what's there, but dude, trying to read it makes my eyes fucking go crazy, dude. Because they cannot.
You're seeing what the world looks like if I just take my glasses off, trying to look at his camera failing to focus.
Now it'll focus.
And then it goes out.
Yeah, I think it's because you always get way too close.
Because I want it to work so bad.
Yeah, but you got to start back and then pull forward.
Your camera has a fixed focal length, so after a certain point, it won't keep focusing.
So it's always better to start back and then, get it to like kind of focus a little bit back here, and then
like this one will do it because this is a special lens. So like we can get way up close.
That too. Like I just go.
Yeah, like.
But I also have this bright ass light, so it takes a second.
Yeah, I don't even think it would focus on my hand right now. My hand's also pretty jacked up, but
I'm working hands, bro.
See, and it's getting better. It's doing better on your hands.
I can't tell you how many splinters I have in like the side of my fingers from work today because it kept going through my fucking glove, dude. But like an idiot, like I always end up with like a little bit of some fucking, what would you call it? Just a little bit of some pieces of wood hanging off of like, where the CNC cuts things out. So like normally I sand the outsides, but like all the holes in like the center of the reels and stuff, I usually just poke through with a screwdriver and then I'll just like kind of like wipe it down with my hand to like knock everything off. But dude, today, bro, the fucking wood was fighting back, bro, and just kept going through my gloves and just fucking stabbing me in like the sides of my fingers because I was like fucking going like this. So like they'd get like in between and just go like blow, blow. I got like jammed in the side of my fucking finger today. I was like, oh motherfucker. Well, when I need
gets all rough and shit.
I just need to grab the fucking sander and just go real quick because I have a fucking power sander right there, but I'm just trying to get shit fucking done quick. So.
And burrs will get you.
Burrs there. That
was as soon as you explained what you were dealing with, it's the burrs.
I know that's the word, but for some reason my brain cannot compute it right now.
My brain would do the same thing because I mean, when I was working in the machine shops when I was younger, like dude, we would do deburring work on some of those metal parts, and metal burrs are no fun.
Oh no, dude, they'll fucking slice you up.
Yeah,
I've been sliced up pretty bad by some of them.
I mean, that was a fun ass job. I did some really cool things when I did it, running CNC machines and doing all that. But yeah, it was a thing. It was a task some days, a real task some days.
Like for me, it's like like learning how to like operate a CNC machine was pretty cool because like I could do simple things, but like also if like you were to show me how to like do other things now, like I would be able to pick it up pretty quick because I already know like the operating system and like where to go to use the different tools and like all that sort of stuff. Well, basic stuff. But dude, I just cut circles out all day. You know what I mean? So like I'll just like load some wood on there and then it just fucking runs, and while it's running, I try to do a couple other things in the meantime, and then at some point I just stand there and just watch it, make sure no errors pop up or the machine just doesn't stop or crash or anything. So, dude, some days I feel like they drag, but then also like if I'm listening to a good podcast and like I'm just like zoned out, like dude, it goes by pretty quick. So it's like kind of give and take.
You said that. I just need to make sure that.
But
okay.
it's also not like backbreaking.
Silent.
Because like some of the lumber that we use is a little heavy, but like I don't have to move it too far, and like some of the reels can get a little hefty, but I'm not doing like the big ones, so it's like I don't want to complain, because like at the end of the day it's like I think I'm saving myself a little bit from a lot of heavy lifting doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, you could be a construction worker building houses.
It's pretty fucking monotonous, dude. But my main thing is, dude, is like I have like some back thing going on that I need to get checked out, and like some other things that are like fucking with me with my ability of like lifting stuff that I need to get looked at. That is like I'm trying not to like push myself too hard, but also like I can get shit done pretty quick on this thing, because like as soon as that thing's done, dude, I'm fucking blowing it off, ripping the shit off, cleaning the table, loading new wood, and then dealing with whatever else I have to do after I restart the machine. So like the machine's pretty much going pretty consistently, and just except for the loading and unloading. So
what kind of wood is it?
Depends. Well, like some customers like will use like birch, but it's mainly just plywood that I run.
Okay.
Because I just do like either a 4x8 sheet or like a 5x5 by 5x5. I could load 2 of those next to each other on there. Because it's a 60 by 120. So that.
Oh dang! So it's 5 by 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deck.
Dude, that's fucking big, dude. That's 50 square feet.
Yeah, it's pretty big, dude. And I'll tell you what, dude. If you stand next to it and it comes by, it's moving you, bro. Dude, I almost got fucking knocked out by it one day because I just wasn't paying attention, and I just like walked by to like grab something real quick, dude, and all of a sudden that motherfucker bumped me in the back, dude. I was like, dude, if I was knelt down, because I just stood up. Luckily, I stood up and it didn't just or stood up when I did, and not like as it was coming by, dude, because I would have fucking been just back there sleeping.
Yeah, we had one when I was at the machine shop that like the way we designed I wasn't a part of it when they designed it, but the way they laid things out around that machine, they made sure to put certain material and equipment around the whole area. So like when that arm swung out to make that farthest extension, like nobody could get in the way. But it's like, yeah, them fuckers move.
Well, mine's got like, because it's got one arm on either side of the table that hold the fucking mechanism that allows the fucking spindle to move across to do all of its fucking shit, and it fucking the fucking X is done by the fucking bar, and then the Y is done by the spindle. You know what I mean? It'll go like this while the fucking thing moves up and down the table like this. It's pretty cool.
We even have
James, if I ever win the lottery, dude, I'm gonna fucking buy you like a metal CNC machine, so you can just like make mech mods in your spare time.
I would have to learn how to run that kind of machinery. I'm sure it wouldn't be too difficult.
Like I learn.
I'm sure you get there.
AutoCAD.
Yeah.
There's like 10-year-olds teaching it on YouTube nowadays.
Like I could do simple stuff. Like I haven't figured out how, because like at one point I wanted to do like make myself a sign and actually make it out of wood with like the fucking letters.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how to do fonts and shit yet. Because there's no need for me to know how to do it. All I need to know how to do is put circles in, dude. Draw circles and maybe a little fucking slot, a little curved slot. Other than that, they haven't taught me how to do anything else.
I mean,
I've had plenty of time to sit there and fuck with it and like try to do stuff, but I really don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to fuck the machine up or the computer up and like screw things up.
Yeah, I mean
whenever
that's a concern.
Ever since I was at the door shop, dude, and I made a few fucking dumb mistakes on machinery, bro. I'm like super like cautious about stuff and like really like kind of anal about keeping it clean and like that sort of thing, just because I want it to run properly, so I don't have to get in there and fuck with it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's key. Like when I took that tour of the light manufacturer, like 6 buildings on their facility, machines of every type from thermoforming for plastic lenses to full CNC machines for things like engraving. Like the amount of different things these guys were doing was incredible. And at the end of the day, like when it comes to manufacturing, you gotta keep it a well-oiled machine, all pun intended. Like, like that's the name of the game. Like we do production where I'm at. It's just a different beast altogether, but the idea is still the same. Like we gotta keep production moving, which means machines gotta run, which means this machines gotta stay clean so that they can keep running. And oh, excuse me. Speaking of clean, the cider has a clean finish. I just wanted to give them a shout out. The cider is still really good, even this year.
I'm gonna have one of these right now.
Ooh, those things are fire.
I'm glad you said that because I've been holding out on trying these.
Oh yeah, dude, I need you to try those.
James and I have said that if there's one thing Haribo has done right, it's the black currant flavor in the sweet and sour twin snakes. That thing slaps. And this is Sour Bats by Haribo, and they've got orange and black currant, green apple and black currant, and cherry and black currant. I'm so excited for a bag of everything is black currant in it.
I'm curious to see how all those are.
Like
the only thing that like I'm even curious about in that bag, obviously, well, the black currant, but none of the flavors. Yeah, the cherry is the only one I'm interested in. The other ones.
I think that's going to be the best one, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them all unstuck and separated so I can find one of each. But
I'm not a big orange candy guy.
Orange black currant, it's much bigger than I initially thought.
Wow,
it's kind of nice.
You guys are gonna eat candy. I'm gonna have some of these, dude.
Can't beat that. So I'll say, for starters, that was the orange. I like that combo. It's actually a pretty pleasant combo. I wouldn't have thought to mix black currant with orange, but I like that. I think it goes together well. Obviously, they're trying to find good sour combos, and a good sour orange with the sour black currant they do is solid. So I'm gonna try this apple next.
Yeah, see, that's another one, bro. I'm not a big green apple candy fan.
I'm not really a big green apple fan in anything. Pop, juice, whatever.
I like candy. Yeah. I like a Granny Smith apple, like actual Granny Smith apple.
Yeah, I don't even like that.
I do. That with some peanut butter, dude.
Yeah, I'm definitely already going to be able to tell you that the green apple is my least favorite.
Yeah.
It's
standard green apple.
Aggressive sour green apple, and I felt like that just overpowered the black currant. It didn't complement it, and yeah, I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
This is what my all right, I'm just gonna say my opinion until you eat it.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think I know where you're going with it, and I can understand where you're coming from. So now the one we expect to be the best.
Yeah, I'm already like hearing that fucking song by like Vanessa Carlton or whatever. Or I know Vanessa Williams. What was that woman that sang that "Save the Best for Last" song?
I have no idea.
You go and save the best for last.
That's Vanessa Williams.
Nice.
Yeah.
My brain's not like totally shot. Feels good.
So, all right. So, yes, I think the cherry and the black currant
Fire
is really good. Here's the thing. What I find interesting is that flavor is the only one that feels like one.
like a cohesive one.
Yeah, exactly. There's the word I'm looking for. Like one cohesive flavor. It's not cherry with some black currant over there. It is definitely this black currant cherry flavor that works so well together. I'm salivating after
Yeah.
like it was
Did
that
you get
kind
the
of a
tart,
flavor.
the nice tartness of that black currant with a little bit of the tartness of the cherry that
Yep.
kind of just blended it together.
Like,
and then you get like the sweet notes from the cherry that you also get those darker kind of like kind of like a dark berry note to like a black currant. I feel like there's like a touch of that.
Is it like, even though it's so big, I've never had like a Haribo gummy that big. Is it still
firm?
yeah, like, is it like a big firm?
it's not as firm as the bears, no.
Okay.
That's good to know because, dude, even the twin snakes are pretty tough. I feel like what it is, bro, is when you're able to put it into a bigger mold and spread it out a little bit more, and maybe it doesn't get so fucking tough. You know,
maybe the bigger surface area.
Yeah.
Or it's just thicker. I don't know, but
no, I just feel like maybe it's just because the way like it's able to like kind of like expand out a little bit instead of just being contracted to that little form.
So what I'm trying to figure out, because I'm pretty confident that I remember this correctly.
Maybe the consistency is maybe slightly different still too, though.
I'm thinking it has to do a little bit with age. So
that could be it too.
Because of the fact that these are a seasonal product, it is Halloween time. I think that's just that these are fresher. Because as I recall, I want to say Haribo is actually a product of Germany.
Yeah, I think it's Germany.
And they're distributed by Haribo of America. So they're still made overseas, which would say to me that with something like the classic Gold Bear bag or even the Twin Snake, something that is very popular, they're producing them in large enough quantities that they're probably sitting in a warehouse for several months before they start shipping out to market. Where something like this being, time sensitive, I probably got a very fresh bag right now. And if I get my hands on a bag that's still sitting around, like if I go to that discount store in 4 or 5 months, I'll bet you those will be a lot firmer. Like my little discount store that I found the Twix or the Kit Kats for us, they had Harry Potter Haribos. They look to be very firm in that package.
Yeah, I could believe that. I've had some firm gummy bears.
I mean, I like the firmness of them. For me, I have times I want something like that. So like they're great for when I want that, but I totally know what it's like to not want that like.
I don't really ever want that, honestly, but like they taste good. Like that's the problem.
I have a crazy issue with clenching my jaw. And sometimes I find like I clench my jaw so much that like my muscles in my jaw start to hurt. And when that happens, that's when Haribo gummies are clutch because it's like a stress ball for those muscles. It forces me to keep chewing and work those muscles and it relaxes them for me. And I'm like, all right, I have some relief. Also, on the flavor side of it, there is a soft spot in my heart because of the magic mushroom. So on some of our initial trips together, my wife and I, we bought bags of Haribo gummy bears so we would have something to chew on. And when you're on that, like, flavors are so much more enhanced that, like, the taste of those gummy bears is just even more intense. Like that pineapple, it's aggressive. And it's so good.
Yeah, like I remember when I was a kid, they were not big in North America at all. But my best friend would like go to Switzerland and he'd bring them back and he'd always be like, "Yo, these are so good."
Well,
and like the flavors are really good, but they're on the tree side.
They're like, if I remember correctly, the first gummy product, like as far as gummy bear type of chewy candy was concerned, they're the originator.
Okay.
So we've refined technique over hundreds and hundreds of years to create brands like Trolley, Albanese, and all of their techniques, but Haribo is still just holding on to that technique from like 130 some odd years ago when they first launched their product.
I feel like there's like a few products like that. Like they've been just doing the same shit forever and they're still just killing it.
Well, I mean, oddly enough, I was just watching a small documentary earlier about how that and the failure to do that is part of the issue for Arby's and why Arby's is continually a failing company. Because when they started, it was this focus on just roast beef sandwiches, and that garnered them a huge following, helped them build a business, franchise, that sort of thing. And then somewhere, and I think it was the 80s, they were taken over by RC Cola Company, and they were like, we need to be like everybody else, started offering cheeseburgers and all the other things that you would find on like a McDonald's menu. And Arby's just started to fail miserably because they didn't stick to the one thing that was their special sauce. And it's odd because I was saying to somebody the other day, like, you notice that there is no good chain roast beef store? Like, in my area, there's tons of little small mom and pop roast beef sandwich places. But there aren't any chains. Like, I don't even know if there's an Arby's in Massachusetts, for Christ's sakes.
We still have them here.
Oh, dude, they're still in Canada for sure.
I haven't been to one in a long time because it was at a certain point it was just expensive. But dude, I do enjoy an Arby's fucking roast.
Dude, I just miss like the
Arby's
2 for $5 where you could get like 2 beef and cheddars for like $5 or something.
I do that and then get some curly fries with some fucking Arby's sauce, dude. Oh.
Yeah, dude, you're set. I don't know. I think Arby's is like, I'm not saying it's like quality food.
Yeah, it's not like the
but
greatest
it's like
for you,
pretty decent tasting food. Like
mainly, dude, it's just the Arby's sauce for me, bro.
Dude, I love the horsey sauce, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a. We've had this conversation.
Yeah,
not a horseradish guy, but dude, the Arby's sauce because it's like a mix between like a barbecue and a ketchup or something, and it was just like.
And like there might even be like vinegar in it or something.
There's something,
I don't know.
dude. It was just so good on their fucking sandwiches, bro. And also to dip your fries in too, bro, was pretty fire.
There's only 3,398 locations in the U.S. as of November of 2024.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing that.
I mean, that's still a lot.
But compare that to any of their competitors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like not everybody's like wants to go get a roast beef sandwich. Some people want hamburgers. Some people want tacos.
Oh, absolutely. But I think that was what the point of what this like little mini documentary was that was kind of analyzing it, is that both times this company has failed, it's by trying to be something they're not. Like at the root of it, they're a meat shop. You go, you get a roast beef, maybe a brisket sandwich, something like that. So trying to be the place for everybody isn't
selling hamburgers is dumb.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I can't even believe that Arby's ever sold hamburgers. That's crazy.
Both times that this company has gone through a failing slump, it's because they've decided that, hey, like, we're not going to be Arby's anymore. We're going to just try to be a restaurant that anybody can come to. And it's like that's not, just stay in your lane.
What they need, you know what they need, Sean? Honestly, as a person that like understands marketing better than I do, they need a new "We Have Your Meats" or whatever the fuck it was.
Dude, you know what's funny, bro? Is Bob Does Sports actually did a collab with Arby's at one point, or like they did like a promotion with them. I saw it on Instagram. It was like Bob like at Arby's, like he's like trying to. It was honestly he was there trying to revamp or some shit. Like that was like the whole premise was Bob was there trying to like help fucking bring it back or some shit.
Well, they have to, like, quite literally, history repeated itself, and that's what's fucked up about the Arby's story, was that, like, when it was first launched by two brothers, they start building and everything. Those brothers mismanaged the company, had to eventually go bankrupt and buy it back in order to regain control of it. Did that, continued to grow the business, sold out to one company. Everything was good. RC buys it, starts fucking it up. Then that company gets taken over. They change things, go back to the old way. Everything goes great. We start seeing the climb again. That's actually when the "We Have the Meats" campaign started as a promotional thing, because they understood that that's what we need to do. We need to focus on who we are, what we do, what our real brand identity is. And then again, now down the road, things change. All of a sudden, a new company comes along, owns the brand. They go back again, make the same exact mistakes that RC Cola did, screw things up. Brand starts tanking, new company buys it. Now we're where we are now, where they're like, we need to go back to what we do best, selling meats, and rebrand our image again.
Yeah.
And it's like,
what could that new slogan be, dude?
You know?
What could that new slogan be? Like, instead of "We Have the Meats," like now they can reignite and come back with something better. Like,
yeah, like it's an interesting thought. Also, want to point out, Arby's is a clever name, and think about it. The guys who first launched it were the Raffle brothers.
Raffle?
RB. What did they sell? Roast beef. Arby's.
Oh, dang, dude.
It's actually clever.
Dude, now I want fucking Arby's so bad.
I kind of do too. Not gonna lie.
And like, Arby's, I can't get it.
come talk to your boy. I'll be waiting for the check. That was not meant to be a huge plug for Arby's, but I'm just saying that was a pretty smart on the Raffle brothers right there when they named it.
Oh, dude, I did not know the history of that, and now that makes me want Arby's even more.
You gotta love a good clickbaity fucking YouTube title, right? The title of it was, "Who's Keeping Arby's Open?" And I was like, that's a great question, because I've never known anybody to be like, I eat at Arby's. So I was like, I'm curious. It's a little 15-minute video. Click. And it basically went through their whole history and how, yes, like right now, 2024, I think this is what they were saying, was their best year in like the last decade. And it has a lot to do with going back to their original brand identity. And I was like, that's a really interesting story, that you would make the same mistake twice and have the same upswing after trying to recorrect. Like, it's pretty wild.
I love it. I'm going to be looking for a new slogan from Arby's.
Yeah, it's coming.
Unless it's like
Meatville, I don't know.
Maybe they just like go tight and they like say something like, "We still have the meats."
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, honestly, even that would be a decent enough refresh that I feel fairly confident about it.
Like, during the dude's research, he was saying that like when they first launched the "We Have the Meats" thing, they leaned so heavy into it. Apparently, there was an ad about meat carrots.
Meat carrots?
Like, I don't know if it was legitimately like Arby's was selling a sausage shaped like a carrot as a like, this is our vegetarian option, a carrot made of meat, or if it was literally just to be an asshole in that ad campaign.
a carrot made of meat, so not a carrot, just like a meat hot dog.
Just a sausage that's shaped like a carrot. Exactly. A pointed hot dog. Like, that's pretty clever. That's pretty good.
I actually would love, I love that. I legit think that's
now
awesome.
There's some cooked carrots we can all get behind, right, boys?
Yeah, true. I still might be out on those too.
You wouldn't eat a sausage that's just pointed so it looks like a carrot?
Nah, I don't know.
I mean,
I like it gimmicky for me.
I like a lot of sausage. I don't really think I care what shape it's in if it tastes good.
Yeah, dude, give me a fucking carrot sausage. I'm down.
I mean, I do love a good Chinese sausage.
I don't know if I've ever had one.
Whoa. So, all right. So obviously when you go to the Chinese restaurant, we're all familiar with the pork spare ribs, right?
Yep.
So we all know what that tastes like, the sauce that it's cooked in.
Yeah.
A Chinese sausage is a sausage link filled with pork that's been wrapped up or like mixed in that sauce.
Like the sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah. And then put in the casing. So now, like a sausage, you poke some holes in it or whatever, cook it in the casing, or if you want to undo it and crumble it, I've always cooked it like a normal, like long sausage. Just throw that shit in a bun and eat it.
I've seen it. I've just never had it.
If you like the taste of those, but hate the like,
I'm not a big pork spare rib guy.
I hate pork spare ribs because most places are terrible. But I love the flavor of them, and that's where the pork sausage.
For me, it's more of the flavor. Flavor's just not really hitting for me because I'm not even like a big sweet and sour guy. Really, it's not really my thing.
I'm not against sweet and sour, but it's not like my thing.
Yeah, I'll pass. To be honest with you,
like I like the sweet and sour sauce you put on chicken balls or like egg rolls or something.
Nah,
but I'd even prefer plum on both.
I would see, like, I think it's just because I'm so fucking just like uncultured when it comes to Chinese food. That some orange chicken, bro, or like some fucking. I'm a big teriyaki guy though. Like
you like salty things though, don't you?
Somewhat. It just depends. You know what I mean? Because dude, some teriyakis can be kind of sweet too.
Yeah, it does speak volumes when you get a good teriyaki.
Yeah, because there's different variations, bro. Because I've definitely had the more kind of like, I don't know, how would you describe it? It's definitely not as sweet. More, I get like Chris said, maybe more like leaning towards this salty, savory side. But I've definitely even had some like kind of sweet teriyakis that are pretty banging too. Honestly, dude, the fucking Mandarin teriyaki sauce that they have at Panda Express is pretty fire too, bro. They just call it Mandarin teriyaki sauce, but it's just Mandarin. It's just teriyaki sauce.
Well, to be fair, something that I didn't know until I started diving deeper into like learning about cooking shit was that there are several types of teriyaki and soy sauces. And yeah, like they vary way more than I ever understood until I started learning about it.
Oh yeah, that's it, bro. Because there's some that are more soy sauce based, and then there's some that are like more based with other things.
Yeah, because it's usually like soy, sesame oil, brown sugar, rice wine vinegar, and depending on the recipe, maybe some garlic, maybe some ginger, a few of the other different aromatic options that they may or may not use. But yeah, like depending on a lot of those little ingredient factors will change everything on a teriyaki.
Dude, honestly, bro, like I think I might have to even do this for a bit just to see how I feel after a while. Like, just like to change up my diet. Just do like some fucking just chicken and rice bowls for a while, bro, and just fucking do different variations of like teriyakis and like those sorts of things.
We need to talk about rice bowls for a second because it is definitely the most versatile meal you can possibly have.
Because dude, I eat all kinds of shit on rice, bro.
Yeah, like
Like,
You
dude,
could
my
put
mom
any
makes
combo of shit into
My-
some rice, and it's
dude,
fire.
Tell me this isn't some white shit, bro. Because we'll put my mom will cook like some white rice, and she like cooks these pork chops in like the crock pot, but she does it with like this ranch like dressing, like gravy sauce situation.
Oh, I think I know this recipe. Yeah, it's like a
But
packet of
dude,
the ranch flavoring and some other shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude, and she just cooks it low and slow all day, and then you get to it, and like you just go and try to grab a whole pork chop out of there, and it
and it
just
just
starts falling apart. What I end up doing, bro, is I just end up fucking chopping it up in my bowl and just like kind of like making it like shredded and shit, and then get a nice little fucking ladle of
ranch
like the
pulled pork
sauce.
and rice.
Dude, it's fire, bro. And then like my mom will do like this like chicken and rice situation where it's white rice, but she ends up baking it all in the oven. But it's like white rice, chicken. I think there's probably like some cream of chicken soup situation going on in there, cheese, and then bacon.
I ate this meal a lot when I was a kid.
Bro, it's so fucking good.
Like this is straight up just a recipe off the back of a Campbell's soup can, but it
I'm
is
sure,
a
bro.
banger.
That shit's fucking fire, bro. What
Yep.
else I put on rice? Of course, some chicken, some beef.
Yeah, I mean, you could put ground beef in there, make it a taco style, put all your taco fixings over rice. Like, I just saw a dude today watching a cooking video. He did a cheeseburger rice bowl where he just,
Oh, dude,
I can
that's
see
probably
that.
fire.
yeah, crumbled up all of his beef and everything, browned it up nice. And then right before the whole like time to serve, he just threw like a squirt of his ketchup and his mustard in there, mixed it all up, threw some onion and some
Dude,
diced
I do
tomato,
a little
and
Thousand
then
Island on that, bro.
yeah, there you go.
Make
And
it
then just put
fucking.
that over his rice, and then to fully commit to the cheeseburger idea, he even threw a little bit of
Dude,
shredded lettuce on the side. So if you want to get like a little bite of lettuce with it,
you know
can
what I would
fully
might
get the experience.
I might even
Huh.
do, bro, is I might even fucking go to In-N-Out, get some sides of spread, and put that shit on there, bro. Some In-N-Out spread, dude. A real nice, thick, fucking extra relishy fucking Thousand Island that they make, dude. That's pretty much what it is, bro. But theirs specifically is my favorite, bro, because everybody makes their own variations. There's different. Some have more ketchup or mustard or whatever
or
they're
mayo, or yeah, or a little more
this or that.
Worcestershire.
Theirs is like the perfect because, dude, when it's cold, it's not it's pretty thick, but then as it warms up, dude, it kind of like thins out, and then just kind of like fucking like, especially on a burger, bro, it just like starts to fucking like drip a little bit. You know what I mean? And dude, I want In-N-Out right now, bro. That's what I want.
There's a little
I want a
burger joint.
double, bro.
You can actually get that though. I can't get Arby's, dude.
Honestly, I have to drive all the way across town, and I don't really want to do that right now.
I mean, you're making me want to go hit the little burger joint that does smash burgers that I love, because they've got fucking talking about like places making their version of the special sauce perfect. Like these guys have what they call their shack sauce, and whew, it is perfect on smash burgers.
Dude, speaking of Shaq, not Shaquille O'Neal, but the Shake Shack, dude. We experienced that last time we were in Ohio, and that was like the first time I actually had a burger from there, dude. And I gotta say, wasn't too shabby, dude.
It was like I guess.
Yeah, like I've heard like some people rave about them, but I was like, it was decent. You know what I mean? You got like a crazy one though, Chris. You got like a bunch of shit on yours, dude. And they put like a fuck ton of onions on it.
I can't remember. There was some weird about it, but like it was like all right, I guess. Like I've had a lot of different places burgers that were better than that.
I just got like their standard kind of like smash burger situation.
And the milkshake wasn't bad though. I will say the milkshake was like,
it better be decent. If your name is Shake Shack, you better not suck.
There are some places, bro, that I will only go to like for like as far as like fast food and shit like that, for like either their shake or maybe their ice cream option or things like that. Like that may be the only reason why I get like Sonic, dude. I don't think I've ever gotten any actual food other than maybe some tater tots one time.
Yeah, dude, I've got tots from there. I think that's it. I might have got a hot dog once.
Yeah, other than that, dude, I don't think I've ever had one of their burgers. Oh, I think I've had some of their wings once. Like their little boneless wings they did at one point. They were whatever. Wendy's is another place. I only go there for a Frosty, bro.
No, dude, Wendy's slaps.
Where else do I go just for dessert options?
Dude, DQ. I used to go to DQ back in the day and get like a Blizzard or like a
Don't
dip
have any
cone.
locally. If I did, I probably would go, but there's no.
That's the thing. Like around here, the only
Taco
DQ
Bell's
is
one.
strictly dessert only. Like it's not a full serve menu.
Oh, see, there's like two that were within 10 minutes, just different ways from my house growing up as a kid.
When I went to the drive-in last time, we could have went to Dairy Queen, but I didn't want to take the risk because I wanted to enjoy my meal while watching the movie. So we ended up going to Jack in the Box, which was actually pretty fire.
Dude, a flamethrower at DQ though, telling you what, it's like a pretty solid burger.
I've only done the chicken.
Dude, here's a place that you guys haven't heard of. This isn't necessarily, I don't just go there for their dessert because I don't even know if they really have, they might have like a milkshake or something. But dude, there's this place out here on the West Coast called Baker's. And it's like this fucking burger / taco kind of joint. But dude, their fucking burgers, bro, are pretty decent, dude. Like, I feel like they're kind of up there. Their fries are pretty solid. I haven't gone there in a while.
I love a good small local chain like that.
Yeah, because I think it's only in California, if I'm not mistaken. But it was like Del Taco, bro. Del Taco literally started in Barstow, where my brother lives, which is just 30, 40 minutes.
That's where it all starts, is in Barstow.
Barstow, San Bernardino. Because dude, San Bernardino, that's where fucking McDonald's started.
Yeah, the mother of all.
Yo, I'll tell you what though, like when it comes to those small places, there's a small chain around here called Brax. It's like I think 3 locations or whatever, and we just hit one. Some of the best buffalo chicken dip I've ever had. So good to the point we brought the leftovers home and I made buffalo chicken dip empanadas. I think I said buffalo chicken wrap. I meant to say buffalo chicken dip. But yeah, I took the leftover buffalo chicken dip and made empanadas with it. That is the best empanada I have ever eaten in my life.
I don't know
buffalo
if I've ever really been into buffalo chicken dips.
This was not like a buffalo chicken dip I'm used to, where like
I just don't know if I've ever really had the opportunity to have them, and if they've been on a menu, it's not something that I'm like, ooh, jumping on to order.
I don't know if I've ever had it from a restaurant, but Liz has made it, and like I've had it over like the last couple of years.
Had it at like a barbecue or anything like that. But one thing I wanted to say, since we're on the fast food thing, is that kind of fucking pissed me off the other day. Is dude, I went to Burger King, and I've been going to Burger King for like lunch for I don't know, for a few years now, dude. And I get like the same thing because it's fairly cheap. It was fairly cheap. And
wait, no, where this
I would just get 2 double cheeseburgers, and it was like 7 something. You know what I mean? For a while. And then it went up like a few cents, like not too long ago. And I was like, all right, that's kind of a bummer. I went the other day. It went from 7 something, bro, to 10 something.
What?
Yes, they went from like 3 something for a double cheeseburger to $5 for a double cheeseburger, bro.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, so let's just say I'm not eating at Burger King now, so I've been having to try to find different places to go. And today I went to Carl's Jr. because I haven't gone there in a while, and I just got the burger because I mainly just get a burger on my lunch break because that's mainly all I'm gonna really have time to eat. And most of the time I'll end up just tossing the fries because there's only a few places I'm really into the fries. Burger King's not one of them, so I don't get them from there. I do enjoy crisp cut fry from Carl's Jr. But anyway, dude, I got one today, bro. And it was about the same price I would get for 2 double cheeseburgers at Burger King, but it was also a bigger burger and it was a double. So like I feel like it kind of evened out. But the only unfortunate thing, bro, is I feel like they left it on the broiler just a little too long, bro, because the ends were a little too dark and crispy, bro. To where at a certain point, I just ate the middle out of it and just left like the little crispy ends, bro, because I fucking hate that, dude. I just wish my lunch break was like a half hour later, because then I could just go to McDonald's and get some fucking McDoubles or whatever. And for 2 of those, it's like, I don't know, I think it's around the same price. And usually they've got deals on stuff like that where it's because like they're on their dollar or value menu. But what ends up getting me, bro, is I throw the mac sauce on there, but I'll pay for that, bro, because it just makes it so much better.
I eat out for lunch once a week. That's it.
Dude, I took lunch to work on Monday, bro. Because on Sunday, my dad fucking smoked a pork tenderloin, dude, for 4 hours.
Oh, yes.
And then when he brought it in, he fucking sliced it nice and thin on the deli slicer. So it was just like these little fucking nice thin fucking strips of fucking pork tenderloin. And we just fucking piled them on top of a fucking bun. I squirted some nice sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on it, dude. And dude, let me tell you this, Sean. When I bit into this motherfucker, bro, the bun had more give back than the fucking pork did.
I bet.
It just, dude. And it had like the perfect amount of smoke flavor on it. And then like the sweet Baby Ray's just like the elevate. Because honestly, you could eat it without it. It's fire without the sauce.
Of course.
But it just took it that extra step, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it was so fucking fire.
The sweet
dude.
Baby Ray's is there so the bread's not dry. That's all it is.
That kind of, it was just a lubricant, really. But dude,
that's it.
It was so juicy and fucking tender, dude. Oh, it was so fucking good,
like
dude.
Tenderloin. If you can get it good at one of those,
to work, but that shit was so good. I was like, oh, this is coming with me tomorrow, bro. Because I wanted to have another one that night, but I just knew if I ate another one, I was going to be uncomfortable because I ate too much, and I was already kind of full. So I was like, you know what? I'll save what I was going to eat tonight. That way I can have one tomorrow. There ended up being some left over even afterwards. Then my sister came over the next day and she took the bag of whatever was left. She just took it.
Like, this is mine now.
Yeah, this is exactly. This is mine. My mom said something. She's like, oh, there's a bag of some pork in there if you want to take some. And she just grabs the bag. She's like, I'm just going to take the whole bag. It's mine.
Yeah, by the way.
I mean,
there's honestly just enough in there for probably her boyfriend and maybe their roommate to have like a sandwich apiece. So like it's not that big of a deal.
I miss having a smoker. Like being able to smoke meats or just grill in general. Like that shit was wonderful.
That's like one of my dad's favorite things, bro. Like if he could smoke it or grill it, bro. I mean, honestly, one of the things is like I love his enthusiasm, but sometimes like he kind of gets carried away because sometimes he just for a period of time he was just smoking everything, and like some things I don't want that smoke flavor on, like a burger or like, you know, sometimes
mac and cheese, dude. I've never liked that.
No.
So
he wasn't doing like crazy things like that, but just like whatever meats he was putting on the grill at a certain point, they're getting smoked. Because I don't know if he was smoking it and grilling it, or if he was just throwing some chips in while he was grilling stuff. But dude, everything was just having like a thick, smoky flavor. And at a certain point, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. It's too much. But now I think he's fine. He's figured out what things need to be smoked, and because he was just messing with shit. He was just trying to figure things out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now he's dialed in. But honestly, his biggest thing right now, bro, he's still heavy on the sourdough, bro. Constantly baking bread, dude. Constantly. It's pretty dope.
Well, I mean, it
makes the best garlic bread, dude.
There's two hobbies right there that he can combine, because he can smoke some meats, make some sourdough, and then make a delicious sandwich of smoked meats. And he can say, "Fuck Arby's, I'm gonna make my own roast beef."
Oh yeah, dude.
And a good.
Dude, that's actually where, yeah, dude. I was gonna say, like, everybody always talks about all these other things, but I think I would really like to try. I don't think I've ever had a smoked like roast beef.
I don't think so.
I have. a good chuck roast in there. Basically, like my ethos behind smoking meats is ultimately this. This is a cooking method designed for stoners because you need to
If
hang
you
out
miss it by half hour, you're fine.
like, well, not just that, but you need to basically just hang out and just keep an eye on the temperature and the fire in the box to make sure that you're producing smoke. So it's
Dude,
like,
there's apps for that.
fuck all that, bro. Like
you
it's
what, my
part of the
dad-
experience. You know what I mean? Like you could buy a Traeger and it could just do it all on its own, but
my dad
so
just got
good.
the electric thermometer that he just sticks in there and then has the little beeper next to him that's got the temperature on it. He sits there and watches NASCAR, watches a smoker, goes out there, tends to it during commercial breaks, and then comes back and watching NASCAR.
Like I would literally bring my laptop out. Like when I was living at my old man's, he wanted a smoker so bad. So he got one. And the motherfucker never used it. So I was like, you idiot, I'm gonna use it then. He's like, fine, learn. I was like, bet, I will. So I got everything we needed and I started smoking meats. And like naturally, I'm an idiot that wants to go big or go home. So I went big and I tried a brisket. And that, as I learned, that meant your boy was getting up at 2:00 in the goddamn morning to start the smoker. So that way we could get that shit cooking. And obviously later in life, I've now learned that I've still made a lot of mistakes then, but I made a damn good brisket at that time. So my next one will that'll be stupid good whenever I get that opportunity. But yeah, holy shit, dude. Like I would bring my laptop out back because I'm still connected to the Wi-Fi. I'd just put on something I want to stream. Obviously, you know me at that time, it was The Simpsons. And so I just put up a Simpsons stream and I just hang out, smoke weed, tend to the fire, keep that shit right, keep my eye on my thermometer. Like, all right, cool. All right, nope, we're getting too hot. We got to dial it back down a little bit. Yeah, like, it's perfect, man. If you like to just hang out, smoke some weed, drink some beers, like, smoking's the right kind of cooking method for you. Put the thermometer in so it tells you when your meat's done and just keep an eye on the fire. You're good. If it gets a little too hot, you just tone it down. Gets a little too cool, get some more air, maybe a little more fuel. Something primitive about cooking with fire that I think like reaches back into like a primal piece of our brains where it's like, fire, good. Me like cook fire. So like, I don't know. I love it. Like I put log in, log catch fire, log creates smoke, meat cooks, and then tastes delicious after.
Yeah, dude, that's why I want to like build eventually like a wood fire pizza oven. And ultimately it'll just be like an outside oven. I can put anything I want in there. It should be wood fired.
Dude, wood fire ovens, so good. Especially because like you get those shits dialed into that point where like you know where your hot spot is and all of that. So it's like for the pizza, you just chuck it in real quick, spin it 3 times, quick to the dome, back down. Pizza's done in 90 seconds.
Yeah, dude, I've never cooked with one, so
Like
I just have the ambition to.
I have not either. I've camp cooked with fire. I've
Yeah, I've cooked
barbecued and
hot dogs
smoked,
and stuff,
you know, but
hamburgers.
yeah, I have not. I've not done that, and it is definitely something I hope to one day get to do as well. I'll even take like I don't need to go as big and beautiful as I know you're thinking. Like I'll take the like was that like $1,000-$1,500 jammy that you can set up out back, and it's just got like gas. Like I'll take that to start to have like
I
an
think that you
outdoor pizza
actually
oven.
Adam was saying that he actually was gifted one, and it's like a pizza oven that goes outside. And the one that he sent me the link for, it was like probably like 150, 175 US.
Really?
Yeah.
See, like that's
Now you can't
probably a
use it
smaller version
inside.
of the one I'm envisioning, but
outside
that's
unit.
dope. Like, Because I know there's obviously varying sizes of these things.
Or maybe his is a countertop one. I don't know.
I've seen like smaller units that'll do like say a 12-inch, and then I've seen like big ones that you can buy. Like somebody I follow, one of the cooks I follow, he bought one of these ones that like I'm thinking of. It's like 1,100 to 1,500, something like that, and it's like restaurant size, like you would see in a restaurant and like an open kitchen, but for your backyard. So a little bit bigger scale. So that way you could do like you're thinking with a wood fire that you want to build. So you could cook pretty much anything in it. This just wouldn't be a wood
dude,
fire.
Like that's probably going to be like 4 feet deep by like 3 feet wide. Like that's like what I want to have like tons of room. So like if I wanted to have like, 10 people over and make some pizzas, I can do that all at once,
Yeah, you could be like, all right, hot side here, cooler side over there. You could be making some dinner rolls on this cool side that need to bake for a little bit longer. Like, absolutely.
I can make some garlic bread, slap it in that bitch.
Like, 100%. I mean, garlic bread, like James said, his dad makes some fire garlic bread. Like, underrated. Like, one of the best. What do you call that at a restaurant? Like, is it fair to call that an appetizer?
I feel like it's just a
side or an app.
Well, it's like some places, like I know some places, the garlic bread is in place of like the dinner roll at the table they'll give you, like when you just show up.
Yeah, other like Olive Garden style.
Other places, it's an appetizer on a menu. Other places, it's just a side on your plate. But man,
but only with certain dishes that you order. Like if you order a burger, you're not getting that. But if you order like spaghetti,
but if you get a burger made with garlic bread instead of buns, you ain't mad.
Oh yeah, you might get that. Yeah, that's true.
You want a garlic bread up? You want to put garlic butter and then toast my bun? I ain't mad about some garlic bread buns.
No,
garlic bread, cheese, grilled cheese, gentlemen. That's a fucking problem. Fire. Like it's so
that's
good.
when you gotta switch the cheese up.
Yeah, you put some like provolone or some mozzarella or something in there.
Even just the classic American, it still slaps.
Like a white American.
Maybe if you get the mozzarella American cheese, as you would call it.
Mozzarella American cheese.
They just call it. I think it's just.
It's like the slice, but it's like pure processed cheese, just like what you would call American cheese.
Yeah, just
like Kraft makes mozzarella cheese slices, but they're 100% processed. Up here, obviously they don't for you guys.
Big cheese companies make processed mozzarella
in cheese slices, like the same wrapper.
Oh, I don't know about that, but
no, that's what I'm talking.
No, we just mean American. It's not mozzarella, but like there's like a white American cheese.
Like I can buy sliced mozzarella slices, or I can buy like white American cheese.
Yeah.
Or I can buy.
Like up here it'll say mozzarella on it.
Yeah, like,
but it's made by Kraft singles.
Doesn't mean that the one here is mozzarella though.
No, I was just curious. Like I was trying to get to the bottom of it.
I've never seen a Kraft mozzarella single. That being said, technically speaking, if it's pre-sliced, it's processed.
Okay, well, I mean like pure fake cheese, like a Kraft single would be.
Then I feel like they're just lying to you and they're selling you our white American as mozzarella. Then that's
definitely possible.
Sussy. But no, I'm getting.
I used to like make like those grilled cheese makers basically.
Yep.
I used to like take those mozzarella ones and then I'd put like maybe 4 pepperoni slices, and then I'd get like one of those squeezed pizza sauces and I'd just like paint the bread on the inside, put the cheese, put the fucking pepperoni, and then make that grilled cheese, dude. And then you dip that in a little bit of the pizza sauce. It was fire.
So we do have a version in America of Kraft sliced mozzarella, but it's still technically mozzarella. it's not whole milk mozzarella, but it is still considered a mozzarella. Now I'm curious, what defines a mozzarella cheese? So
I think he's just meaning the way that it comes, because it's in that cellophane wrapper and it's the same consistency of a craft single. I think that's kind of what Chris is getting at.
That's exactly what it is. And he used to make the most fire sandwiches, dude.
I love craft singles, bro. I don't care what anybody says.
I wouldn't say I love them, but there's certain things that I think that they
that shit for
hit really good
the
on.
Best.
Like a chicken burger. You know, like when you put in maybe like the air fryer or some shit, you just put one of those slices of cheese on it. Honestly, it bangs together.
I don't know if okay, I'm gonna ask you, what do you consider a chicken burger? Is it ground chicken?
Yeah.
Made into a burger? Okay.
Made in like a patty that's like
never
breaded.
had a chicken burger.
He's just talking about,
I've had a chicken patty.
Yeah, well that's what he means. It's a chicken.
It's the same thing. I'm not talking about a chicken fillet.
Never called it a chicken burger in my life.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, they're even called that at restaurants.
It's not.
Yeah, like in America, if
I don't call
it a chicken burger would be to envision the ground chicken like we would make a hamburger patty out of, turned into a burger patty.
Turkey burgers should be even considered burgers.
Because I agree with James. I don't even think a turkey burger should be considered a burger either.
But that's just a meat thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
whenever I think of what you're describing, Chris, to me, it's always chicken patty. Or just a chicken sandwich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're right.
I just wanted to make sure that was what you're saying, because sometimes you can get like the chicken breast.
Yeah, which would be like a fillet.
Yeah.
Chicken fillet. Or fillet, I guess.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah, that's fucked up. Chick-fil-A is famous for something that is not a fillet.
Because I just always think of like that style of chicken sandwich is just like a big chicken nugget, dude.
Yeah, it sure is.
Big ass chicken nugget.
Yeah, basically.
Yep. Unless it's like, you're buying a high-end chicken cutlet like Purdue makes, where it's
my mom's been getting these ones from Aldi's, bro. And dude, you throw one of them in the air fryer, bro. They're pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's what. Even those chicken patties, they're pretty good. You can get some decent ones. I'm not saying that the quality of the meat's the greatest or anything, but
dude, you can get some pretty.
The flavor, it's good.
Yeah, like
dude, it gets this crunch, dude. I make like. You get this like soft.
Dude, that was the one thing I always hated about the microwave, bro. Is it gets soggy.
Yeah, it's disgusting in the micro.
Well, dude, I would never cook it in the microwave.
Well, dude, I didn't always have an air fryer, Chris.
I know, but I would have cooked it in the oven.
No,
and it'd be fine.
Dude, I didn't have that kind of time, bro. I needed to eat in 3 minutes, dude.
Well, then yes, you would never eat a chicken burger then, or a chicken patty.
I was big on the microwave growing up, dude, because I would never want to actually cook anything. So if I could just pop it in the microwave, even still to this day, I'm kind of like that. But dude, obviously I'm more prone to using an air fryer now for certain things. Like if I'm looking for a crispness, I'm definitely going air fryer over microwave.
I mean, air fryers are just little mini ovens,
and they work fast.
Like they're mini convection ovens. Like it's great because when I was living in the old house, we had a convection oven, and
it's just a very large volcano for your food.
Yeah, 100%. Like having a full size convection oven was cool as fuck. Being able to cook a pizza hotter and faster, sweet.
Could you imagine if you just filled up a fucking air fryer with like a bunch of weed and then just fucking open the fucking vent on the top as it's fucking doing its thing and just like letting it fill a room?
It should work.
That's what I'm saying.
It should work. I wonder
if anybody's done it. I'm not going to be the first, but I just wonder if anybody has.
Crazier things have been done, so it's entirely plausible someone's done it. I know a dude that's done worse.
the dudes that hook them up to fucking leaf blowers with a fucking big fucking foil bowl with like a quarter pound of weed in it or whatever they fucking.
Dude, I've seen that shit. I'd like huge cannabis
We've seen the
parties and
big
shit.
fucking plastic bong that they've been putting people in lately.
Yep.
Where they fucking enclose them in, they just fucking fill the bong up with fucking smoke while they're in it. And they come out.
I had a buddy in high school that did his whole house's HVAC.
And he just it just was blowing smoke everywhere.
He turned the heat on, and then he made a bowl at the air intake of his house's furnace and lit that bitch and fishbowled his entire fucking house like that.
So stupid.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh, I mean, when you're like 16 years old and you're selling drugs for, money, like you got fucking ounces to burn, literally. That's what you try. And he did. And that's an insane experience.
I would say. That sounds like it's from a movie.
Like, it's an insane experience. You find out.
Sounds like some Project X shit.
Yeah. You find out that your house is HVAC is not as sealed as you probably assume it is.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that it's not like every seal is a furnace tape seal.
Exactly.
Some of it's just dry fitted.
And so ultimately, when you're young and dumb, you don't think about any of these consequences. As you can imagine, my friend ate a lot of shit for this stunt when his parents came home and found out.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, because the smell would have been everywhere.
It was not only that, bro,
literally
but it's
coming out of the walls.
To the fucking walls. It's going to be in the air filters. It's going to be in the furniture. It's going to be in the carpets. It's going to be in the clothes, in the closets. It's going to be. Everything's going to fucking stink.
The whole everybody. He didn't think anything about how it was going to affect his parents' bedroom. Everything in their bedroom was in this fishbowl because it went through the whole house. Like, cool party. You pretty much got banned from seeing anybody for the rest of your young life.
Yeah. And you fucked up your whole house.
It's like, yeah, that was the friend. That was the last day I saw him.
Like, pretty much. Like,
I know he's alive
after that. Yeah, and that was it. And I do know that he's still alive. His parents didn't kill him because many years later, my wife tells me that she meets this dude when she's working and he knows me. And it turns out it's this dude.
Yo, that's crazy, dude.
And I literally bought a bag of weed off of him because he was selling weed still to this day as a fucking adult. Some 20 years later.
Why not?
And I was like, oh, you saw weed? What you got? All right. I'll get some. And I bought one bag from him and didn't talk to him again. I was like, that guy's still a mess. This is the people I don't want to be friends with anymore. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
He never recovered. He did not move forward from that spot. He's still there.
My father-in-law says, you got to get smart before you get dumb. He did not do that. This kid got dumb and then just got dumber. God bless him. Hope he's doing well. But, he wasn't making good decisions then into his 30s. I don't think he's making good decisions now. So, but goddamn, dude, that was a funny fucking experience. Like, the closest thing I've ever seen to it is, I can't remember. It was a California weed event. That's all I remember. But they did a dab tent where they tried to fishbowl the entire tent. And basically, everybody who was in the tent brought some hash of some kind with them. They took a goddamn giant torch and an actual anvil in the middle of this tent.
Yeah.
And they just sat there with the torch heating up the anvil. And then everybody just countdown threw all their material on top of this hot anvil. And the whole fucking place starts turning into just Cheech and Chong movie level thick clouds you can't see, 3 inches in front of you kind of shit. And that's pretty much what we got out of that experience. At least the hash was quality. We weren't using quality when we were 16.
No.
For real.
Dude, you could barely even find quality when I was 16, to be honest.
Yeah.
I had to wait a few more years before that was on any level of consistent basis pickups.
So, as we're winding this one down, I came across a weird article thing where somebody posed a question and they were sharing some of the most interesting responses, and it got me thinking. So, what is something that you do that you think is completely weird that other people wouldn't do?
I think the first thing that pops in my head is peanut butter on hot dogs. But the one thing is that anybody outside of my family is the ones that think it's weird.
Yeah, I know of other people that do that though.
So that has become a trend in recent years, like peanut butter on hot dogs and burgers. But it is weird.
So I feel like there's nothing that I do that no one else would do.
I know one that was on that list that stuck out to me because I went, holy fuck, if I was a member of this website, I would comment and tell them that they're not alone, because I am somebody who does this one weird thing too. And it's when I finish taking a shower, turn off the water and everything, before I actually get out to start toweling off, I use my hand like a squeegee and I slick all the water off of my body, get as much of the water off in the shower before I step out.
I don't do that every time, but I definitely do that.
I've done that, but
not
my
all the
thing
time.
is I don't get out of the shower and I grab my towel while I'm still in the tub, dry myself off as I'm getting out so there's not a puddle or I don't get the fucking rug all wet.
See,
I do that. But I will sometimes, like, I'll be like that.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do
and
that,
I will like, go across my chest down. But
I started doing it because of where I
time.
used to live. One bathroom, multiple people. So obviously your bathroom's going to stay on a little bit more on the humid side. Then on top of that, living here in the Northeast during the summertime, it gets humid. I was finding I had trouble sometimes with my towel not being dry the next day from the shower before because of the too much humidity between everybody showering and it just being a humid summer. And so when I started doing that, I realized my towel got less wet. Obviously, we had less wet mat, so that was a positive because then it was dry for the next person. My towel would be dry the next day. I was like, fuck it. I developed a habit. And this person was like literally being lit up in the comments like, yo, that's fucking weird. What's the point? That's fucking weird. And I was like, I'm with you.
I don't necessarily think it's weird, but it's definitely different. I don't know. I can't really think of anything that's like only something that I think only I do. Like off rip, I can't think of anything like obvious.
Yeah, it was
maybe Miracle Whip in my tuna sandwiches. Is that weird?
No, I don't think that's right.
There's a lot of households that only use Miracle Whip, said fuck the mayo.
So there's a lot more houses that say fuck the Miracle Whip and only use the mayo though.
That's true.
I mean,
I had that transition when I like moved out of my parents' house because we always had Miracle Whip. I never really liked it. And then I moved out and started buying mayonnaise, and then
I don't like mayonnaise at all.
Back.
That's why I think I also use Miracle Whip for my tunas because I don't like the flavor or anything about mayonnaise and Miracle Whip, even though it's the same kind of like consistency and whatever, it tastes completely different.
It does. That's why I don't like it.
I think that's why I like it. Yeah. Dude, I've got fucking bad memories of fucking mayo, dude.
We've talked on this show. Like I'm the mayo snob. I'm the guy over here eating Japanese mayo exclusively now. So that's where I'm at now. Like I used to be like Hellman's or bust, and now I'm like, no, it's QP or bust. Like I will eat your peasant mayo on my burger if I have to at a restaurant, but I will now prefer QP in my house and only QP. Like that's where my brain's at now. Like that shit changed my life.
I just bought like this grocery stores, but it's like a national grocer up here. President's Choice mayonnaise. It's good. It's quality enough for me.
Yeah, I made the mistake
when you
of
haven't
trying
touched that, the finer things in life, Sean.
exactly. I was like
you're
you,
allowed
Chris.
to get away with easier shit, bro.
I was like you, sir. I was satisfied with just simple mayo, and then I had somebody say to me, "No, Hellman's really is better," and I was like, "Fuck you, no, it's not." And I bought a small jar, and I went, "Fuck you, yes, it is." Damn it, I get it now. And so I became like, it's got to be Hellman's or bust. And then again, because I'm down this rabbit hole of trying to be a better cook for myself, like all these cooks are like, no, this Japanese mayo is the truth. Try the Kewpie mayo, I'm telling you. So I broke down
But
about
how much more does it cost, Sean? I'm just curious.
It's not much more. I mean, obviously, I think it's a volume thing. So like, it's in a squeeze bottle.
Is it like the letter Q?
It's
it's like KEW.
Yeah. QP. So like Walmart has the classic package for like $5.26 US.
And how much is Hellman's?
Let's find out. So hold on, let me just be able to clarify.
I get made more bang for your buck with like a Hellman's or something like that because you're gonna get more in like
because like my
jar.
my $5 is a 450 gram or 15-ounce bottle of mayo versus a Hellman's mayo.
It was like 32, I think.
If we do a 20-ounce Hellman's mayo, we are paying right now $3.94. It's $5.48 a pint is how the unit price breaks down for Hellman's. That's actually their avocado one, so it's the fancier one versus $5.35 a pint for QP.
That's not twice the price.
It's just like a little bit more.
It's just like
a touch. Just a touch.
This is what it comes down to. Like when you see the color.
Yeah, it's like definitely a different color.
Like you can tell that there's something else going on here, and what
it's
it ends up
like
being,
there's some more yolk in it.
It's
to like
much more egg rich. Yep, it's way more egg rich compared to like Hellman's Real Mayo. Here's a 30-ounce jar for $5.97 US. Look at, I mean, it's white by comparison.
Yeah, I think they always use the whites.
You know, it's actually, it kind of goes into the same category of like why there are a lot of people who swear by the Irish butter versus just American butter.
Yeah,
look at like that Kerry golden color versus normal American butters, which are just like off-white. It's just such a much richer product that it ends up being more desirable for a lot of people. I haven't done that one yet because I'm afraid. That's some expensive ass butter.
It's just fattier, bro.
Like,
that's why it has that color. It's just fattier, so it holds on to more of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we process our butter more too, which that's part of the processing. So like, yeah, there's definitely some higher quality products, and the danger is that when you try them, sometimes you're like, fuck, I like this too much, and it's just $1 more. I'm gonna commit. Like, I can't use Aunt Jemima. I can't use table syrup anymore. I buy pure Canadian maple.
It's like why I drink Mountain Dew and not Mountain Lightning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When we were smokers, it's why we bought name brand.
Yeah.
Like, same thing. That's why I'm loyal to certain brands of cannabis now. Like, when the product is worth that little bit of extra, I'll pay that little bit extra. Can I buy this same strain from a grower that's $20 an eighth? Sure. But is it as good as this one that's $35? Typically, no. Sometimes, yes, but typically, no. That's all. So if you find the diamond in the rough, fuck yeah. Otherwise, I'll just pay up a little bit.
I'll try. I'll try finding that. I don't think that I'll like want to order it off Amazon for like $10-15 a bottle, but I'll see if it's available locally.
I was in the same boat, Chris. It was one of those like I don't think I would go out of my way to find it, but I saw it in the grocery stores. I went down the aisle one day and was like, "We need mayo. Fuck it, let me grab this one. Let's give it a go." And I wasn't mad. I'll tell you what. I was never a fan of using regular mayo instead of butter on a grilled cheese, but the QB. That definitely was nice. A little more savory. It was delicious. And the color is incredible. So I became a bit more of a believer of the grilled cheese with the mayo after using it. That's for sure. With all of that, we're right out of time. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the Shedtime podcast. It's always a pleasure to give you this crazy, wild listening adventure. And like we always do, I'm going to turn it on over to Uncle Chris and start bringing it home.
Yeah, I'm just actually. Oh, it turns out I can get it. That's what I was trying to do. I can get it at the grocery store that I normally go to, and it's less money probably than you. It's a 465 milliliters, it says, which I think is about the same size that you said.
Mm-hmm.
And it's $6.49 Canadian, which right now, I think the Canadian dollar is worth 70 cents US. So it'd be like just over $4. It'd be like less than 450.
So yeah, about $1 less maybe than what I can buy it for from a Walmart.
Dude, that's so weird. There's like a little baby on the front.
Yep. The Kewpie doll. Kewpie mayo.
Okay.
Japanese culture, man. You don't have to pretend you understand.
I don't even have to understand. I can just enjoy the mayonnaise.
Yeah, exactly. You can just enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Yeah, dude. I'll go to try. But anyways, yeah, so thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you. Of course, check us out on shedtimepodcast.com. Give us a follow, give us a review. All that stuff would be wonderful. We'll see you on Friday nights at the Green Room if you come by Frame Shake Vapors YouTube channel at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's another place you guys can find us and support us, and all the support does wonders for us. So thank you. And I think that's everything for me. So everybody be safe. Have a good week. Live your best life. And I'll pass to James.
As always, huge shout outs to Shedheads for your continuous support. We greatly appreciate you guys. Chris covers all the bases as always, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Sending out all those positive vibes. Chris high fives. Can't hold on, let me take that back one more time. Gonna send out all those positive vibes. Chris high fives, and of course, don't forget to tell somebody you love them in a little bag or dab will do you.
That's an absolute fact, friends. So, of course, one last time, shedtimepodcast.com has links to everything. It has the Patreon, merch store, even the Frame Shaking Vapor channel. So go check it out. But with that, I'll tell you, don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool, don't be a dickin'. Whatever it is that you do, try and have some fun. It's the Shedtime Podcast. It's time to blowing up and blowing out. Good, because this battery's almost dead, so perfect timing.